So these throwback tours are usually a fun blast from the past, but in my personal opinion, y'all, the milk's gone bad. Let's discuss. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Beasley here. Hope you all are staying cool, calm, and collected out there. I want to do an unplanned video. You know, since I don't really go to a lot of concerts, why not talk about the latest one I went to, which was the Millenium Tour 2021. Now, if you guys don't know, I mean, I talk about music on this channel, so I'm just like, you know what? Might as well insert like concert reviews as well. I don't really go to a lot of concerts because these artists today, like, there's nobody that I really want to go out and see besides Beyonce, and I can't afford a Beyonce concert ticket anymore, so those days have gone, like, to Shire's past. But I will say, when the Millenium Tour came around the first time, I went ahead and went. I went with my good friend Charnay, and it was a complete stone cold groove, y'all. Like, it was just jumping from start to finish. Like, every act was just on fire. And also, every member of every group was present in that tour as well. But, y'all, this year, it just left something to be desired. Something was missing. Now, you know, I try my best to have fun and just be, you know, just like take the criticism out and just, you know, have mindless fun. But like, I'm a critic at heart, y'all. So, especially when it comes to music, because I absolutely love music. Music is ingrained in my blood and my soul. So, when I see things that are a little iffy or a little shaky, I notice it. Like, I feel like I'm the only person that notices it. And I feel like this tour, especially in comparison to the 2019 tour, things were a little off, y'all. Now, starting off, I went with my cousin Corinne. We got their late boots. I actually ended up going for free because her boyfriend couldn't make it due to work. So, hey, I got to see a free concert, so I can't complain, right? But I'm going to complain. But, so, first of all, we got there, it started at 8 p.m. We got there late. Like, late as I don't know what. A lot of people got there late. It was at the Smart Financial Center in Sugarland, Texas. Well, I mean, Sugarland's a part of Houston. It's like a suburb of Houston. Houston is mainly just made up of like a lot of different suburbs. That's why it's just a massive city. But anyways, we got there late. We got to the parking lot. We were walking all the way up. We parked far, y'all. We parked about 2 to 3 miles away from the actual venue. I mean, the parking lot is just that big. And peep this, they charged us $15 to park. Now, I'm not going to complain because I got to see the show for free, but you charging these people $15 on top of their tickets, like, that's just robbery in my opinion. I don't even recall if we paid to park at the last time we went there, but it is what it is. We got there, we walked all the way up, and then they said, oh, no purses allowed. I'm just like, no purses allowed? Like, my cousin Corinne had a purse, so we had to walk all the way back to the car and walk all the way back. So we ended up getting through the gates, I want to say like around like 8:40. At first, I thought we only missed one person, which was Lloyd, but we missed Sammy and Lloyd. So I'm assuming that Sammy went first, Lloyd went second. We got in like on the ass end of his performance. I think I heard him bring out Beat King as well. Beat King, if you guys don't know him, he's Club Guy Say Throw That Ass, Poke It Out. I ain't gay, but I let a bitch eat me out. That's his song. Like, that's his hit song. Then leave. That's what I always say. Then leave. That is my favorite song of all time. But B King is a local Houston rapper. Dope. I used to see him at PV back in my college days all the time. Used to be there at Hump Day. But I saw him perform like on the TV screen. I had to go to the bathroom, had to take a shit, and then we had to walk on upstairs and get down to our seats. So the first act that I saw was Soulja Boy. Y'all, a hot cocaine mess. But I will say, Soulja Boy's music, he has a playlist, and his music is, it's like, let me start over. The bar for male rappers in terms of performing is in hell. But I will say the beauty about male rappers is that their music can carry their whole entire performance because the crowd can perform the music for them. And that's exactly what everybody did during Soulja Boy's performance, because all Soulja Boy did was just walk around the stage, jump. A lot of his lines were lip synced. He may have said a few lines here and there, and he looked like he was low-key tweaking a little bit. Like, you know how cocaine addicts look. They like that's how he looked the whole time with like a little smirk on his face, like, just dancing around. Like, it was just but everybody was moving to the music. Like, I forgot that he has a lot of hits, y'all. Like, Soulja Boy really does deserve his flowers. Now, the thing about Soulja Boy is that people don't take him seriously because the way he acts is to not be taken seriously. Like, he acts borderline crackheadish. Like, let's keep it real. And that's why a lot of people don't take him seriously. But he has done a lot in this industry, and I'm glad that he's able to get his flowers. He wasn't on the first Millenium Tour, but he should have been. I feel like it would have been even more crunk with him. Moving on to the next act. Now, y'all, I should have taken notes while I was at the concert, but I was there to have fun. I didn't think I was going to do a review on this concert, but the next act, from what I remember, was Pretty Ricky, and there was only 3 of them. Slickum didn't make it. Now, Slickum, if you guys don't know, is the he's the special one. You know, he serves borderline Down syndrome, but he's a good rapper. He was at the first Millenium Tour, and he had pretty good stage presence, and he could dance. So, I mean, that's pretty much like his claim to fame, like him dancing and like rapping. But Pretty Ricky was good. I mean, they were short and thick, very, very thick, but they were good for the most part. But I will say, like, I'm surprised Baby Blue made it out there, because I thought he was supposed to be going to jail for that PP loan fraud, but I guess the judge granted him to be able to go into this tour to make back some of the money that he owed back. That boy going to jail after this tour's over. But also seeing Pleasure P like gyrate on these fans, it was just very, very cringy. A very cringy sight to see, y'all. Like, now it's great that these ladies can live out their 13-year-old fantasies, but it was just given very, very like diabetic gyrating. Like, no. Spectacular did a great job. I feel like he was a little stiff on this one. He was more like, you know, he does the moves. He moves his hips. He whines. He does all that. He does the dry humping, all that. It was a lot more impactful at the first tour. This tour, it felt like he was kind of like rushing through the motions and really just flipping girls all over the place, doing the most. And, you know, he did his little signature, come out with the towel, except for this time there was no dick print showing. But it is what it is. Pretty Ricky did a good job, in my opinion. And then, from what I remember, we go into Ashanti. Y'all, Ashanti still has it. Ashanti still looks great. She sounds great. She sounds even better live, y'all. Like, I didn't know Ashanti could really hit high notes like that, but I always thought that she kind of had, like, range, but it was still slightly restricted. No, the homegirl can blow. She can still dance, like, y'all, and I'm not just saying this because I'm an Ashanti stan. Like, I'm a fan of everybody that was on this tour. So I'm just judging from what I saw. Ashanti is still serving the girls and still killing these girls that are like half her age. Like, Ashanti, I don't know why she didn't really, let's keep it real, because Ashanti was bigger than Beyonce at one point. So I don't know why Ashanti, like, once Beyonce kind of got that crown, Ashanti stopped getting that push. Even though, to her credit, she kept on going and going and never gave up. Even when a lot of people told her, she kept pushing. And that performance showed exactly why she kept pushing, because the girl is just like sheer raw talent, sheer raw beauty. Like, Ashanti is not to be played with, y'all. Like, all those hits, especially when she did, see my days are coming without you. That song, like, it took me back. Like, ooh, Foolish, that's the name of it. I don't know why I just forgot that. I be forgetting stuff every time I do these videos, y'all, but Ashanti did that, y'all. Love her to pieces. Then, y'all, to my surprise, this is where the show went downhill, and that is when Omarion got on stage. Now, y'all, Omarion, to his credit, he did a good job, in my opinion. A great job. Omarion's a great performer, and he's a good singer. However, I think the problem with his set is there was no B2K. We gotta keep it real. I don't know if it's a case of Omarion believing his own hype, but he needed B2K. Despite him being the lead singer, I feel like the audience and my age group and everybody that was there, we know the B2K hits versus Omarion's hits. Now, Omarion has some hits, But Omarion's solo career, from what I remember, was very inconsistent. Like, it was very, like, up and down. Like, he would have a hit song, and then he would disappear, and then he would come back with another hit song, and then put out some other songs that we didn't really care about, and then disappear again. And I think a lot of people forgot about every single hit that he had, including me. Like his songs, his songs, Icebox, we recognized that. But then for those 2 songs that we knew, he sung 2 or 3 songs that we didn't know. And then the crowd got really dead when he performed, I want to say, when he started performing his new material. His new material, I was just like... Now, in my opinion, it sounded good. But for a throwback tour, nobody wants to hear new songs. And that actually, like, negatively impacted Mario last year, because last year Mario performed a lot of songs that we did not know and a lot of new material that we did not care about. And it was really sad to see, because last year for Mario, almost everybody in the crowd was sitting down for his performance, and that same thing happened to Omarion. Everybody was sitting down, nobody was up clapping and moving. Like, the thing with performing that I learned from, the Selena biopic is that if a song is not working, bitch, go to the next one. Omarion just kept on playing the song, and it kept going on, and nobody was vibing to it. And it got to a point where I felt bad. Like, I was, like, looking around, and everybody was just like... And one person next to me was just like... Now, mind you, it was like 11 o'clock, 11:30 when Omarion was performing. So, like I said, this whole entire concert started at 8 o'clock. Last year it started at 7, ended at like around 11, I think 10:30. But this year, like, it ended around 12:30. And Omarion was performing so long to a point where I thought Bow Wow had legit quit the tour, because a few weeks ago it came out that Bow Wow was mad that he didn't get a lot of time and he was going to quit the Millenium Tour. But Omarion, he brought out his brother Orion, who actually looks like his twin brother, and Orion was playing his DJ, and they were kind of like vibing to the music, and it was a cool vibe, but nobody was moving to it, y'all. Like, Omarion did not move the crowd, and at one point he even pulled out 4 chairs and started performing Gots to Be from B2K. This man, he pulled out 4 chairs and was performing the routine by himself. So what were the other 3 chairs there for? Like, everybody got excited. I think he did that to get a rise out of the crowd, because, oh my God, Lil Fizz, J-Boog, and Raspberry are going to pop out, and then bam, and it didn't happen. It just did not happen, and everybody was disappointed. But at the end of the set, he said, now get ready for Lil Bow Wow. And Lil Bow Wow came out. There was not really even like a huge introduction. Like, he just like popped out of the floor and started performing his hit songs, and that's when everybody like woke up again. Like, say what you want about Lil Bow Wow, he is a clown, a whole ass clown. But he woke up everybody. He has nothing but hits. Hits on top of hits. Bow Wow, in my opinion, deserved more time than Omarion. Like, I don't know why Omarion got way more time than Bow Wow. Granted, I think those two were supposed to be seen as equals on this tour, but Bow Wow really should have been the headliner. Now, I will say Bow Wow hasn't put out music in a long time, and that's why Omarion probably feels like, I should have more time because I've been consistently doing music. But Omarion, you've been consistently doing music that we weren't really vibing to. And it's not that it's bad music, it's just that it's just not what everybody was looking for. But Bow Wow really served it to the girls. Like, Bow Wow's short, thick ass had every girl in that crowd fiending over him. Like, it felt like he was reliving his glory days. Like, he was up there doing the damn thing, having fun. And this is the element that we need to see Bow Wow in, not this social media antics and buffoonery and bullshit. Bow Wow, you probably need to go back and start making music again. Like, I think, I'm gonna ask y'all, do y'all think Bow Wow can make any music again? Like, would y'all be here for new Bow Wow music? Please let me know. But actually, come to think of it, I think he's retired. But you can always step out of retirement. But yeah, y'all, like, Bow Wow, he did the damn thing. Bow Wow, I gotta say, he did great. Now we're at the end of this video, but I'm gonna mention some things that I forgot to mention because, like I said, I didn't take any notes. I'm doing this all off the top of my head. I forgot to talk about the Yin Yang Twins. The Yin Yang Twins, briefly, they did a great job. However, during the first Millenium Tour, I will say they were more crunk in 2019. Like they even looked younger then. They looked old as hell on stage during this tour. Like one of them was just like steady gyrating, like air humping, and then they even performed like one of 3 6 Mafia song, which I'm just like, you guys are the Yin Yang Twins. You don't need to rely on anybody else's like music to get over. Like you guys are already crunk. Like you guys were the headliners of that whole entire crunk movement back in like the mid 2000s. But the Yin Yang Twins did a great job. Also, Ashanti, she brought out Slim Thug. Slim Thug was dope. I forgot what song he performed. I think it was one of his like old hits. Yo, Slim Thug to me is very regular. Like I see him all the time in Saks Avenue like it's nothing. Slim Thug is just Slim Thug to me. Like he's cool. He's a good rapper, but he's from that Houston era that like got a little lazy. Like that Houston era of rappers that didn't really put out a lot of music. Like they put out one song a year and thought they were supposed to be great because they have other businesses, when really they could have had like amazing, huge careers off their music alone, but they didn't take that extra mile that Travis Scott did, or Megan Thee Stallion for that matter. But it is what it is. But overall, you guys, the Millenium Tour 2021, I give it a T for throwback. But it was a solid show. But the first Millenium Tour, hands down, blew this tour out of the water, in my opinion. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. During this tour, so at certain points, I was slick bored. And I didn't want to believe I was bored, but I was bored. But that first Millenium Tour, like I was on my feet almost non-stop, except for like Mario. But overall, I will say it was great. It was a great tour. It was great to see, and it was great to reminisce. But in my personal opinion, y'all, this is going to be my last throwback tour because I'm ready for some new music and new artists and just a whole new vibe. But those are my views, so be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to come at you guys with some more content.